I don't know if everybody in the audience knows this, but I was third chair saxophone. The 1993 St. Pius wind section.
Wind section?
Yes, and I was in the wind section because I was full of wind. And listen, it took a lot of hard work and dedication to get my alto saxophone to be third chair.
How's that going for you
There
now?
were 4 saxophones. I think the one guy, like some chronic disease, and he was always out. So Mr. Poole, who was my band director, was begrudging. He hated me. I never practiced. I never did anything. I'd regularly miss events that we were supposed to be to. Like, I felt like the high school football game was below me. So I was like, I'm not showing up to that shit. I'm going to blow my saxophone at the high school.
That's like your main concert.
Well, yes. That and the trip to Busch Gardens every year, which I did attend.
Right.
Just to let you know, the Busch Gardens. And then we would do the graduation ceremony. For I was a freshman, and then we do, in the sophomore and junior year, graduating class. We would sit up there and we would play that fucking Ode to March or whatever it was. We would play that thing through the entire fucking ceremony. It seemed like all 300
just repeat over and over.
All 353 people that got their degree, we would just repeat it. And it was like, it was a long time, Ho. They were talking like 30, 45 minutes of playing that same damn song.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So we got in lots of trouble, almost got in lots of trouble, because me and my friend, who I won't mention here, he might not want that, but we were cigarette smokers. And this was down at the museum, the High Museum in Atlanta, at where the real orchestra plays, right? In the Symphony Hall. And so we ran across the street, we grabbed a pack of cigarettes, we all smoked Camels because those were cool. But the only Camels they had were the unfiltered ones.
Ooh.
So while we were rehearsing before the show,
Nothing
I know,
like smoking an unfiltered
cigarette when you're 15 fucking years old and you're about to blow a horn for an hour and 30 minutes. We ran up to the furthest bathroom that we could find. You got to remember, back then, people smoked inside sometimes. And we went into the bathroom, and we were in a stall, and we were smoking these unfilters. And I mean, just like, they were just awful. And we got security. What is going on in there? And we were, nothing.
Just smoking.
Yeah. See, he's helping me. He's helping me with my overall. We're practicing our wind. I'm getting my reed wet. Because, in a wind instrument, you have a reed. You've got to get it wet before you play.
You do.
So that's my story about the saxophone. Wasn't that interesting? Now that everyone's tuned out, we can talk about some real stuff now.